I am your co-host for the moment, and I'll be scooting off in a little bit. And, of course, everyone knows this gentleman right here from Limo Talk. His name is Anthony Graziade. What up, buddy?
Michael, can I take this off now?
Yeah, you can take that off now.
Dude, that's actually what I've been doing. I got it, like the happiest moment of my day today has been that my law firm handed me 2 of these brand new ones.
Nice.
So these will last me about a month. So I'm good for the next 2 months because these people, supposedly, I'm hearing law firms aren't coming back until September, Michael, in Manhattan.
Because the courts aren't really going to be open. They don't really need to do anything beyond virtual. So why? That was weird.
What was that?
I don't know. This light just went on and off. That was kind of weird.
Somebody's pissed off that you didn't have me on the work last night, I guess.
Well, no, I think that was an idea bubble. I think I just got an idea. We're having such great shows. We don't need you back right now.
Yeah. Thanks, Mike.
That's the idea.
Appreciate it.
Hashtag free grass.
Yeah, free grass. So it's weird, man. I've been doing this. This is going on 11 weeks now, and you told me, hey, listen, let's do a pandemic show. And when we talked about it, I'm doing exactly what I'm doing. I'm in the car from 7:30 a.m. till 7:30 p.m. 5 days a week, 60 hours a week.
There you go.
Delivering packages and shit, you know?
I will be putting this video on pause, and then I'll be joining in with my phone because my kids want to take a walk, so I'll walk down the block with you through the show.
Okay.
Just to kind
I can't wait. So part of the show is walking with the O'Tools.
Walking with the O'Tools.
All right,
we'll go down and feed some birds, I guess, and at least get out there. It's a nice day out today, so might as well enjoy what we can.
Well, for GovsRadio.com and GothamGoldGrass.com and Govs.com. Listen, folks, we thank you for listening every day. I thank you guys. I'm humbled by just the fact that you guys tune in. I think the pandemic show has been a total success.
Yep, we extended it through June right now.
Yeah, so we've ended up doing 3 months. This is our 4th show, correct?
The Limo Talk Quarantine Live. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's a 4th show. Today was supposed to be Bobby's, but he's working. But I told him to join in. You sent them the code on
the Zoom. And he has that.
And Richie said he's going to join us too. But
I'm trying to get my phone set up so I can arrange the window, because if I'm not here to arrange the window in OBS, then it's going to look weird. So I'm working on it.
I liked Tony's show yesterday. I like Tony. He took an idea that I wanted to do. He was at Citi Field yesterday. I like that. He sat around the Apple and he walked around and talked about Mets and stuff. I enjoyed that pandemic.
And I'm glad the reception lasted the whole time. I'm always concerned about just your phone controlling a video stream, and it gets crappy. I know some of the guys have been doing quarantine life on the road. It kind of breaks up if they're off of Wi-Fi or whatever, but he was obviously not even close to Wi-Fi, and it seemed pretty solid. So I give it to him for that.
Kudos to everybody that's doing this pandemic show. I know that everybody's getting out there. I know that the Bozy and Rich Rader got the ambiguous gay duo show now. I know that Eric and Danielle Asher is now it's Ashland or something like that. What else? You got yesterday another comedian coming on. She's having a breakdown. She's going to give you different advice. And then Felix. Oh, by the way, Felix said that he sarcastically thanked me for inviting him to the remote and for him to cook for us. And he says he's going to make tiramisu for us for about 45 to 50 people.
I like
so
that.
Felix is making us tiramisu, Michael.
Nice.
Yeah. So you want to talk about that a little bit?
What,
the remote? The remote?
Yeah, I mean, right now, we'll put it out there, and we've gotten donations virtually already, so that's awesome. Thank you, everyone, for donating. And, of course, we're going to have, hopefully, some tents set up out in front of Govs. We're going to get a little bit of radio going. If we can't do it live because of, servicing, we'll record it and we'll stream it that night or something like that. But we'll make everything available to everyone on social medias, through the Govs Radio Facebook page and Twitter, Facebook, all the other good stuff, about time and date and stuff that they can bring and the types of things that we're doing. One question did pop up about how we're allocating money So maybe we, start
Time
like
out.
Yeah.
I'll give the fucking money to whoever I want to give it to.
Well,
if I know that one of these, if I know one of these comedians is destitute and ain't got no money, I'll give him or her all the money.
Well, you just don't want to get into.
I know.
A place. I know. I got it. I know what you're saying. We could do like an application thing, like a grievance of lack of funds, just so at least there's something tangible when we say we're awarding it to these people. Why we're doing it over other people, and if they fill out the application, that might be the best thing. When I do scholarship information for kids, they have to fill out information. I'm not asking for, social security numbers or blood types, but just, a reasoning for it or like a paragraph of explaining why you would want it or need it. And then we could all kind of read it and vote on it and award or divvy out the money as necessary. If we only get 5 applications and we can give 5 awards, that'd be great, right? So I think that might be the better way of doing it, but it's just something we're still knocking around, and we have about a month or so to go. So we have some time to work out the details of that. And again, everything will be up on the GovsRadio social media and Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff.
$100 from Joe, $100.01 from Joe Coletto.
Yep.
$100 from me, $100 from Bozy, $100 from Rada, $10 from Tony Walker, $10.01 from Eric Shevlin. So I think there's another $20 somebody else already. So we're at like $440, and we didn't even do anything yet.
Right. Yeah, and we didn't do any of the food drive either.
I would like to. I'm gonna have bagels that day. I'm gonna make sure that there's bagels. I hope that every show, from every show, MJ show, Steve Squared, the work with Mike and Pete and Steve and Frank and Tony and Louie and Harry.
A lot of people on.
How many more names you getting on there, by the way, Mike?
I'm thinking about 17 more, but I might cap it at 15.
Holy shit! Who else? The Knock 'Em Dead, and Ashland can combine, and then Manny Jones and Bonnie Scalisi and Tony Landolfi.
Yeah, I'm
hoping. You know what I mean? I hope everybody shows up.
Right, and we could, like we said, we'll socially distance. We'll just be there on the curbside to pick up food from you. People can, be in the parking lot if you need to drop stuff. If you don't feel comfortable coming close, no worries. And we're not going to be, on top of each other. Plans are right now to spread out a lot, and we have 50 and 100-foot wires, so we can definitely get mics on a table, and then it just be a matter of how we're going to broadcast, but we can figure that out.
Yeah, Don Sill, Don, and I've never met Benny Rizzuti. I heard he's a very nice guy. He used to have a show, so I've never met Benny. DiFilippo's friends with him, talks highly about him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hopefully, Tony or Sally or Eric and Danielle, somebody from a combination can hang out with us.
Yep.
And Pete, I like to see Pete. So
I swing by.
I was talking to Charlie. I might even be able to get a keg out of 1940s brewing for the day.
Well, listen, we were talking to the guys last night. They still have these kegs that never went out because no restaurants or bars were taking them. So either they.
I'm in. So we're in. So tell somebody right now that give us a discounted price.
Yeah.
And we'll purchase whoever you choose. We'll purchase a keg. We'll have a keg there. Hopefully, we're gonna get in trouble for drinking in a plastic cup behind the area over there.
Well,
I could see the cops showing up because I could see like fucking somebody in the corner smoking a fatty. We're getting in trouble.
We have a beer garden in the back by the dumpsters. That would be like doubling deck all over again. Jesus.
Well, I got at the bodega. We'll watch during Halloween like it got egged.
Yeah, exactly.
They'll start egging us.
All right, let me see if I can do this here. So there we go. Hey, look at that double.
You're in. I see you.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll drop. I don't think I can drop me out.
Where's Ins?
I don't know. It's a good question.
What's anybody saying on social media?
I haven't checked that because now I'm on both of these, so you can hear me. Hi, I'm double volume.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Yeah. Let me see if I can do a couple things here. We're going to do this. I'm going to do that.
It's always great. Oh, there you go. Look at that.
I'll leave my mic up.
And how you doing?
Time to go mobile.
We're going with the kids. I'm going to go for a walk with the kids. Thank you very much.
I wasn't doing an Indian accent. I was doing Bane.
Oh, I was.
Let's
So,
condense this
I'm
window down.
losing my mind, O'Toole. I'm going to be doing this for another 9 weeks.
I hope not.
I think listen, I know from a business standpoint, I'm going to be doing this another 9 weeks.
Yuck.
Who
Who wants to do that?
I've been in this car. Thank God these cars have been holding up pretty good.
Yeah, well, I mean, good for you that you have actually, some business still coming in, and that would be detrimental to anyone when you lose all of that business.
I have to tell you right now, I would be in a lot of trouble.
What you got? Hold on, I'm going to put
Who's
my
that? Wait, can I say hi to Mrs. O'Toole, please?
Yes, you can. You missed her, don't you?
So, hi, Mrs. O'Toole.
Hi.
How are you?
Working hard.
She's like, why am I talking to that fat ass?
She was not surprised that you'd be on. Did I go outside?
You guys talk on FaceTime now? Or you?
No, this is actually Quarantine Life. We're live.
Oh.
Excuse me. I don't give up my time for just anything, ma'am.
It's not just that. Oh, where are my headphones? See, this is Quarantine Life, all right? This is what I do. I look around for shit that I lost for like days. There we go. Alrighty.
And this is what I do. I sit in my car, I listen to music. Wait a minute. A couple of questions. Let's talk business. Did you get me my song with Men at Work?
So you want a recut of the intro?
Yes.
With that song?
Yes.
I did not work on that yet. I had a freelance job with this woman in Switzerland I was working on this week.
Really?
So, yeah, I've been doing audio stuff since I can't. Yeah, look this is what happens when the kids come through. They break shit.
Plus the fact that you're intoxicated for like 3 days.
Oh my God. It was a rough weekend, I'll tell you that. What'd you end up doing for the weekend?
Oh, hello. Hi. Hello, beautiful. Let me wave to the beautiful lady. Hi. You're beautiful. All right.
Flip the camera around so people could see it.
Come on. That's creepy.
No.
Hold on.
It's quarantine life.
Hold on. There she goes.
Oh, very nice dress. There she is. Hi.
Yes. Hi.
Nice hat.
Hi.
That's good.
Maybe creepy.
We were talking about on the show yesterday how I've been taking extra special care of my lawn this year. This time last year, I had dandelions and clover and all sorts of stuff. This year, it's beautiful, green as shit, and the time that I have to actually do it at the time period it's supposed to happen, like your first drop, wait 8 to 10 weeks, second drop, then watering. I set up my water thing finally, and then redid all the gardening, which is fantastic. Nice. And so we're making O'Toole's house great again. That's pretty much what we're up to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you.
You got to go up. Don't you got to go up? Aren't you going to go up next?
Yeah. There's my door in the window saying, "Are we leaving?" No, I don't have. You mean should I raise my house?
Yeah, I'm off for a second. Hold on.
It's all right.
I'm still with you.
What I was saying is, I'm not near the water, that close to the water that I need to raise. I'm not in a flood zone.
Yeah, but you were worried about that a couple of years ago, weren't you?
I was, but not so much. This is the problem now. I'll tell you the story about this. So I had my driveway redone about 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah. So nice, like with the stone on the side and everything, all well and good. So these guys come through and we put the gravel down. You're supposed to lay that out for 2.5 weeks. We let that sit. Then they come through to do the concrete. Start off beautiful by the garage. Everything was great coming through here, right?
Yeah.
It gets to this point. Now the concrete's down, or the blacktop is down, and he's got that hand compactor that is like, it looks like a lawnmower, but it just compacts. And on literally the last pass of the day, I watched him. He did everything else. He was coming through here one more time. This whole area of the driveway sunk.
No way.
Yeah, a good like foot. Just dropped. So they like apologized. We didn't know. I said, I didn't know. There's nothing on this survey that anything was ever here. More than likely it was like a dry well. So I had them come back about a week later, scrape it all out, replace the pavement. and you could see there's like a line around it here. So that's where it sunk.
Yeah.
And they evened it out. In the meantime, when they were doing that, they burned out my bushes because the guy that was using the hand torch burned everything out here. So I had to cut it all out. Looked awful. And it was good for a good 2 years. And then last year we come home from vacation and there's a literal hole. You could see it, a hole in the driveway. So it sunk in just that one spot and it sucked everything out from underneath it. So I go in my garage and I'm like exploring the hole like I always do. And I grab my rod, and I put it in there. Now picture a rake pole, you know, it's about 6 or 7 feet. The pole goes all the way down inside the hole, all the way down.
No way.
Yep. So I went, oh my God, this is worse than I thought. And then I was able to move the pole around. And it wasn't empty space, but it was loose soil. So I could tell that if I put something in there, I'd be able to clean it up. So what I did was I went out and I bought 120 pounds of gravel. Okay. Every single ounce went into that hole.
So is there a space still?
So there was probably like a half an inch. You can get your finger under there. But actually it was more than that. It's about 2 fingers under there. As I finger the hole here. The idea was
with my 2-inch finger.
Yeah, exactly. I only got about a knuckle or two down in there. And I realized
that's what she said.
Exactly. I had some gravel. It was packed. So I grabbed the rod again. And I'm sticking it down in there. It was all tight. So then I went out and I got some concrete and made it really liquidy and dumped it in there. I think I put 2 bags of concrete in there and then let it set. So now at least there's support here. There's like a huge, pool of concrete sitting on top of all the gravel underneath this, so we can still drive on it. But at this point, there's still space underneath there. So I actually did call the driveway guys again today because they need to come. I need this whole thing cut out. And
yeah, you need that whole thing leveled off and
excavated.
You know who does? Why don't you call Nicolia? Nicolia does that.
Who does he work for? Do you know?
It's his father.
What's the company though?
I think it's Nicolia Contracting.
Oh, all right. Maybe I'll give him a ring-a-ding-ding.
I know he does cement, so you need it to be filled with cement, and then you could do the blacktop afterwards. Look at us giving them free plugs.
So that needs to get done because eventually I'm going to need a fence to go across the driveway because we're probably going to end up getting a dog. We just filled out applications today.
Oh my God, it's the greatest thing in the world, dude. It is.
I know you.
Oh my God, I know everybody says I put peanut butter on my penis. It doesn't get that far. All right. But all kidding aside, that thing is, my dog is just, he makes me happy all the time. That's happiness. They're great.
Yeah.
The kids are going to love it.
Oh, I'm hoping. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping I get some sort of gate there and then everything else is fenced in. So it should be fine. But I'm worried about now my garden. So this garden I just put together and a bunch of herbs and some tomatoes and peppers and marijuana. We're good here. The grape is up here. So we're good with that. And then I have a raspberry and a strawberry bush out front. This is stuff that no one got to see last time because my Wi-Fi was
Can we go
going
back to talking to say hello to your wife again?
No, she's good.
I'm kidding.
She doesn't need to be brushed.
You're starting to ding. You're dinging. Ding. Hello? You're dinging. All right, so Mike's dinging. We lost Mike, but we're still going. So listen, folks. Oh, hey, hi, Mike.
Hi, how are you?
For the first time, I was going to do limo talk by myself.
Why?
Because we can only. You're a snow cone figure right now. I can't see you. I can hear you.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure that out.
So,
because I don't have. There you go.
And now I see your tire and a hole.
Yeah, I was coming back over here.
So the backyard.
I was saying I built a balance beam. Yeah, I did a lot of work on here in the last few days. Built this little balance beam from scratch for the kids. They wanted a balance beam. Hung up some lights along the fence. Got my chimenea and my deck furniture ready to go. We got a party out here on Memorial Day.
Is this cribs?
That was really the start of it. Really. Yeah, this is. I told you it was going to be like that. No one got to see some of the stuff that I did, and There's where all the magic happens. You want to talk about a man's workbench. This is how you get stuff done. Working here, my meat smoking chips and all sorts of stuff. You know, just repairs around the house. This is what you do.
You're getting everybody dizzy. You're getting everybody dizzy. Stand still for a minute. Have a beer. Relax.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not having any beers.
All right, you get me. You're walking around. I'm getting dizzy.
Well, I'm going to be walking around a lot in a minute. I'm going to go over down the block to the water
like
to feed the ducks.
Your fucking nose. I can see your nose hairs and your boogers.
I don't have a selfie stick. My apologies.
It's all right. I'm going to start driving.
So what are you doing today?
I got to go back to the office now. Then I got another package in a little while. Then I got to take the same 2 people I've been taking home for about 6 weeks now. And I'll be home about 7:30 in the evening.
All right. Well, it doesn't seem too bad. What time did you start today?
I got on the road at 7:25 a.m. It's it ain't luxurious, but it'll pay the bills, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's a far cry than what I thought it was going to be, and I'm kind of blessed. That's why I'm trying to give back. I figured I was this close to having a problem, so I think, doing this fundraiser and foodathon for everybody, even if we could raise $1,000 and all that money goes to food for somebody, it make me feel good because I know how I would have felt. It would have been holy crap.
Right.
I would have been pulling money out of different IRAs and stuff that, you're not supposed to. Oh, girls in a bikini on Park Avenue.
How are you not stopped right now and showing?
Because I'm on Park Avenue.
Oh, good point. Man. You can't do a Yui on the median there.
No. So, I came close to having a problem, and to see where I am now and where it would have been 11 weeks ago, I feel like I got to give back, and I want to give back a little bit from my money. I'm trying to get the money for the shirts. I want to break even, and then any other money that I get for the shirts, I want to give out. And I'm trying, Michael. I'm trying to get back a little bit on my end.
That's good. We all should feel lucky if we're employed or partially employed and have something to do. I mean, my biggest concern now is, as a teacher, what happens next year? I'm in a subject area that's kind of disposable. I mean, it's not necessary. I don't teach math, science, or English. So what happens when there's not many kids coming? And we were kind of reassured this week that budgets will pass and things will be fine. But, for the kids, how am I going to go back to school if the kids are home all day?
Here comes Graz.com, the new network.
Graz babysitting service.
You'll be with me during the day. Hey, did we get the money in from Pornhub? Hey, did you get the money from BetUSA? We're good now. Let's go.
I got a poker night tonight. I'm hoping to win my retirement savings on a game of poker tonight.
I think we should do a work limo talk combo poker night. How many guys?
I like that idea.
What?
I think you can play up to 8. I'm pretty sure.
So
what we should do
a challenge. The 4 guys from limo talk and 4 guys of the work. We have a challenge.
So the thought is what we could do, and my buddies don't do this because we're just doing it for fun. But if we want to broadcast it, I think I can actually get it broadcasted. If I take a Zoom window and set it up in front of my phone and then broadcast the actual gameplay. And it's not just, or how about this? You ready? Let's say for some reason we work on the logistics for this live show.
Yeah.
What if we did a charity poker tournament? $100 buy-in. All right. And we do it all on Zoom online. And at the end, we donate it to like a food bank or something like that.
If I know our listeners, we'll probably get like 6 people. And I can tell you right now, it'll be like me, you, Bobby, Bozy, Raider, and Greg DiFilippo. I'm kidding, everybody. Just a joke.
But what I'm saying, we don't need listenership per se. We're not worried about that. We'd actually be supplying the money. We'd give in the $50, buy-in, and all that money would be collected and sent at the end. And the person that wins we'll figure out, like you said, maybe we'll chip in and get a keg and it gets shipped to somebody or some sort of prize to be the winner, plus like a fake trophy that we can all brag about.
I like that idea a lot. I like that.
That's just another way to generate a little bit of money. You can do a poker
Yep.
tournament. We'll broadcast it online, and it's
Yep.
a charity poker tournament from GovsRadio.com, and we'll have all the hosts on. Everyone can zoom in and then play on their phone, and we can actually watch the gameplay and talk about it as it goes, because that's how we kind of do it with my buddies. So I'm zooming in on my laptop, but I got my phone in front of me playing poker. So
I would love to fucking take Tony Walker's money, and I would love to take Eric Chevron's money.
Well, we're taking everybody's money and giving it to charity. The point is, you get to play, you get a seat at the table, and then you have a chance to have bragging rights.
I would take DiFilippo's money. I wouldn't stop. I would go to 1,000 with him.
Just keep going. $1,000 buy-in. You want to rebuy? It's $1,000. $50 to sit. $1,000 to rebuy.
All right. So the remote, we're remote starting now. What I have to do is, I guess I have to get a GoFundMe page going, right?
Yeah. I mean, we don't have a place to collect the money that we have pledged already. So yeah, you'd probably have to put something up there.
Believe me, I know. Listen, Bozy and Carletto and Rado, good for their money. It's Bozy I'm worried about. You know, he's quick to leave me at any moment. You know what I mean?
He could take it or leave it.
Yeah. He'll get mad at me and say, I'm not paying you now. Oh, that's nice.
But it's a charity event. You have to pay. Otherwise, you look like a total schmoo.
I got to believe Inns got stuck at work, because he's not coming on at all.
Yeah, I don't see him whatsoever. I don't know what's going on. Hope he's all right.
I hope he's all right, too. I saw the code.
Yeah, and Richie said he'd be on at 2:30.
And it's funny because Sally sends out the scheduling. So she has Graz one week and she has Inns the other week. So I'm like, all right, I don't care. She puts it out there. Inns, get on. It's your day. And Inns is like, I'm working. I can't do it alone. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, you should probably switch for them so he was on a day where he wasn't working.
Listen, what the problem is, they keep giving us Wednesdays. So Wednesday, Bobby works. Bobby's off on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
I think he groups me in with you because she gave me Wednesdays too. And one of the Wednesdays was my son's birthday and I'd switch out.
I saw that. Galati switched with you, right?
No, I think it ended up, I don't know, actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Could have been Chef Felix. He might have said it first.
So Chef's making us tiramisu.
Okay.
So it better be good.
Listen, it's free tiramisu. It better be edible.
Yeah,
That's
but I don't want shit. I know Felix is a good cook, so I don't have to worry about that, but it better be good.
And nothing against Felix, and he knows his own medical issues, but I feel every time I watch, I feel bad for him, man. He really wants to just stand and cook, and he has a really tough time, balancing and holding on to things and cooking. That's got to be he does it well, man. I have a chef at my job that actually also has some bad knee issues and has a really tough time, standing and teaching all day. But every day I'm in there, they're up there, man, standing, muscling through it, pain and all, because they know you can't sit and show things and how to cook things. You got to be in the mix. You got to be in the sauce.
Yeah.
So it's a devotion to the craft, is what I'm saying.
I think he seems to be, from what I'm hearing, he seems to be enjoying it. We rejuvenated him, which makes me happy. That means, hey, listen, gives him something that he wants to do. You know what I mean? Yeah,
put some passion back into his craft, and he loves it. I mean, the stuff he was making the other day, I was like, awesome.
Yeah, speaking of taking people's money, I would have no problem taking Taz or Kent Pichel's money or Bruno Capolo's money. I would enjoy taking their money too.
And it'd be cool to have some of those guys that are like, exterior people to our station and our shows be involved with this. Get a little bit of their personality.
Can we do like a tournament where they enter, they get in, and then we get in, and we all go up against each other, something like that?
That's it. There's 8 seats at the table.
Okay.
8 people would start off with their $50, and then you'd play until your chips are all gone. We'd set out some clear rules, and then whoever wins, like I said, will get bragging rights, and the money will all go to wherever we're gonna decide it goes, whether it be to a food bank or a charity or something like that.
Well, the world's oldest intern, Al Celeste, is working on that. You gave him a little airtime now, and now you don't hear from him anymore. He's hot, he's hot shit now. You know what I mean?
Can't handle it.
Can't handle it. Hey, listen, do you know I also spoke to Mark from Hopscotch yesterday?
Yes, and I got a couple of emails, which was very interesting. I'd rather not discuss the details of those emails on the air.
Well, all I can tell you is this. What I was trying to tell him yesterday is what we used to do what we used to do with Opie and Anthony, and was that Joey Paisano used to say, "Come down to Paisano's and mention you get a free glass of wine, and you mention his name, you get a free glass of wine."
Right.
So what I said to Mark is, Mark, if you mention Graz, you get a free beef jerky. See, he doesn't write beef jerky on there. He writes jerky on the email. So I'm like, you asshole. Are you out of your mind?
I didn't know what that email meant. And I went, what the hell is Mark doing? And so I thought we were talking about just promoting small businesses like we were doing on the show the other day. And I'm like, yeah, well, Mark is on my show enough. He's on Graz's show a couple of times. So I think maybe he wants to just have a little more promotion from the other shows if we're still doing the free spots. So that's what I wrote back.
Yes.
So I think that's what his intention was.
No, well, the intention was, so I told him, Mark, tell him in the ad, if they come in and mention Graz, you get a free beef jerky. He writes, hey guys, Graz told me you're looking to promote social, small businesses, and I heard a jerky comes with it too. I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind?
And then I read it as free Graz with free jerky, and I'm like, what is going on? Free Graz.
Oh my God, he got it all wrong. So what I told him was, we'll talk about hopscotch. Tell the guys, the management over at Govs, email them. Tell them you're open. Tell them you're doing cans. Tell them you're doing all this. I'm going over. Should I jump? I'm going over the 59th Street Bridge, Joe Tool.
Don't jump.
All right. So he got it all wrong. So whoever was involved in that email, I apologize. He's not looking for a jerky. He wants to give out free beef jerky.
Yes. Does he have? Is it from the Two Big Jerks? Is that the same one?
Yeah. I said, Mark, what's cheap there? What's good that you can give away? I said something like a beef jerky, and he didn't answer me, but he put it in the fucking email. I'm like, you're gonna get me in trouble again. I don't know what he was doing, but I did not read it as you explained it. So he probably didn't get it either. So, but it's fine, whatever it is. Like I said, it's just about, mentioning the small businesses that are up on Long Island and helping people out right now if we can. Not looking to make a buck on it. Yeah, well, we're not making a buck. So 1940s Brewing in Holbrook, Hopscotch Bottle Company in where are they? Deer Park. Deer Park on Long Island Ave. Who'd you have on yesterday? Long Island Brewing Company out in Riverhead. We had Scotty on. That's a fucking monster. Yep. And we talked about kind of now that things are starting to open up, how everyone's going to try to attack that concept, because for someone like Joe at Meadworks, it's too small. 25% capacity is 3 people. What's the point? He's doing more sales to go now than he would be doing if he had 3 people in the place. That's what Charlie said too. Charlie said that when I saw him the other day, I go, how you doing? He goes, if it wasn't for can sales, I'd be dead. Mm-hmm. That's everybody. That's every single one of these breweries. Long Island has a nice big outdoor spot that they are going to make even bigger. So that might be a plan for them. And Great South Bay had plans to open up their backyard in July of 2020. So technically speaking, if we're on course, phase 4 would start somewhere around July 24th. So it would be on par, which means they could open up in phase 3 with 25% capacity, but outdoors doesn't count. So how, they're looking for clear guidelines on how they can do these outdoor venues. And then with weather permitting, could they do tents, open air tents, for days where it rains to continue the business? Or is that a tent considered a closed environment and now past capacity, So there's that was the reason why I wanted to do a remote. That's why it was the reason. I figured we'd do a remote, we'd be outside in the air. Yeah, our tent is just
over the top. He's talking about one of those like a 3-pole festival tents where the entrance you almost have to duck under to get in, that kind of thing.
Yep.
That's a little different because there's just so much air in there that could be used. Whereas our tent is just like a 10 by 10 that sits over your head. It's way open. It's all the way up here above your head, so you don't have to worry about it.
What's happening what's happening with the AC Beer Fest?
So far, no word. They are still technically selling tickets. So I guess they'll sell tickets up until about July 24th. And same thing, they'll wait for phases of New Jersey's governor and see what happens. And if they cut ticket sales, they'll probably end up closing ticket sales at around 25 to 50% to start, and then see what happens. So they don't have to do all that refunding and everything that they tried to avoid the first time. So we never got refunded any of our ticket fees or anything like that we put into it. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping it happens. I don't mind it. I feel comfortable in a nice, huge convention center. I mean, it's ridiculously huge. It's huge. And, we'll see where we're at in the start of August or the first week in August. It's still a month and a half away. So
my kid just got authorized that they could start. My kid just got authorized they could go hit now.
Where are they hitting? Outside?
No.
Batter up?
God. The academy over in Farmingdale.
Indoors or out?
It's indoors, but they hitters club. They open up they have windows and everything else. They got to wear masks. The one-on-ones have to be with an instructor with a mask, and my kid's got to have a mask.
And they're taking reservations, so they're in like blocks of time.
They're only allowing, I guess, the teams that they're associated with, which our team is one of them, to be able to go and start, practicing.
Okay.
And it's only one-on-one, and it's only individually. There's not going to be supposedly there's not going to be anybody else in the academy.
Okay. So at least you got, it's all about capacity, right? It's all about, reducing the size and number of people in the space and maintaining social distancing and keeping the mask on.
Yeah.
I mean, really, that's
I have
the
to
key
think
to everything.
I think the mask is doing wonders because
agreed.
Everybody has one, and like I got to put it on for a second. This is my trek now. So now I come to Vital. And I got Helen yelling at me. You make sure I have my mask on. So as she sees me pull up, so let me put my mask on. Hold on. What are you doing?
Watching the kids scoot around the neighborhood here.
All right. So then I come to Vital. Let's give everybody a little. Hold on. Here's my dispatch department, O'Toole.
Oh, there you go.
That's my dispatch department. Very quiet.
Dispatch?
Hey, took you long enough. Hold on. So now I'm going upstairs. So what are the kids playing?
Yeah, they're scooting up and down the sidewalk and the street, watching out for cats.
So are you into music, O'Toole?
I'm only an audio producer. Yeah, a little bit.
And that's Jake. Jake, you're on the air. Say hi.
Hey! What's going on, guys?
So that's it. All right, Mike. What are we supposed to do? How long?
That's all right. We're good to go. I mean, if Bobby's not going to show and Richie was supposed to come out at 2:30, it's not here, then we can wrap this up and just show people kind of what our day is like. Again, this is the whole point of quarantine life. This is what I do around this time every day is if it's a nice day out, these guys are out. I run them like dogs so they're tired at night and I can enjoy my nighttime.
And this is what I do because there we go.
There you go.
And then I come in the office and we got a nice, I'm going to have a cup of coffee now in my coffee machine. There's my coffee machine. And that's it, Mike. So I'm done. I'm at
yeah.
Vital.
You're at Vital. I'm walking back into the house to stop the OBS. So just stick with me for just one moment.
Well,
You'll get to see my wife again.
We'll say goodbye to everybody. For Bobby Inzarello, Ins41, ins41.com, GotTheGoldGuys.com. The Work with Mike and Pete and Steve and Frank and Harry. For Mrs. O'Toole,
Yeah.
the prettiest person in the O'Toole household. Bye, Mrs. O'Toole. I love you. All right, that went well. I don't know if she heard that, Mike, because I can't hear you.
What is this?
Hello? All right,
no,
so everybody.
Can you hear me now?
All right, be quiet. Thank you for joining us for Pandemic 2020 for our quarantine show. The Limo Talk Boys, for Richie Zarelli, Richie Z, Blue Room 138 on Twitter, for ins41.com, Bobby Inzarello, for Michael O'Toole, from The Work with Mike and Pete and Steve, and for me, Graz. We wish you happiness, health, happiness. God bless, and we'll see you Thursday night on Limo Talk. Please join us. Mystery guest, Smoke's coming back, a couple of other people. And as Rich Raider says, we're going to have like fucking 15 people on. So
there you go.
Eat me, Rich Raider. Good night, Michael.
All right, peace out.